if Age of Empire continues to go to like the story and the romance, I'm gonna start playing new DLCs.
When magnates quarrel, the realm trembles and commoners bleed. My beloved Bohemia has been enveloped by a grim shadow, led by the devious and cruel Heinrich of Rauschenberg. Some of our more ambitious lords have formed the so-called Union of Nobility and deposed King Wenceslaus. In a world governed by God and greed, it seems that not even monarchs are safe. Now I too have been swept up by this chaos. They call me Jan Žižka for the eye that I lost in my youth. For most of my life I tended to my family's small estate in Trocnova, while all around me our homeland slowly went to the dogs. Once I inherited the land, I sold it to seek my fortune in Prague, where I became a retainer of the court. Now, with no king to serve and enemies closing in on all sides, I must once more forge a new life for myself. Having gathered what little I owned, I set out into the country. There, in this vibrant land of verdant forests, majestic mountains, and rushing rivers, I shall seek out those bold men who would join me in a desperate battle against this foul tyranny. My enemies take me for a fool, mocking me as one-eyed Žižka. But it is they who cannot see. Like the one-eyed god of whom the men in the far north tell tales, I have a talent for the art of war.
I don't even know what this.
Scum rule this region from their citadel in the south. We shall tear it down, brick by brick.
Hey,
We will need resources to sustain our army. Harry these lands and rob our enemies so that we might eat instead.
Sure. I try to play as traditional as possible, and I'm at the point where, before I even get to the point of taking a break.
You are a unique specimen, Jan of Trocnova. I shall watch your exploits with keen interest.
Anytime someone call you a specimen, you will dare.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Ano, pane. Rozumím. Ano, pane.
We're playing as
Rozumím.
playing as the Bohemians.
Co přikazu
I
žádáš?
think the Bohemians just
Ano, pane,
really
rozumím.
overpowered at one point.
Ano, pane, rozumím. Jak
Then they
žádáš?
nerfed the bricks off.
Rozumím. Ano, pane.
People was getting played, they refused to play with them.
Jak žádáš?
I think the Koreans deserve their own campaign at some point.
Rozumím. Jak žádáš? Zbraně! Ano, do útoku!
Bravo, Jan Žižka, bravo!
Ano, pane.
Take this
Jak
gold
žádáš?
and hire some mercenaries with it.
Ano, pane. Ano, rozumím.
buildings to support our bands of raiders.
Trying to speed those up by just creating unique strengths enemies. I mean, units.
Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně!
We can pasture these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our old fighters strong.
Vašim službám. Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming
Vašim
arrogant.
službám. Rozumím.
Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
This convoy will never reach Heinrich's castle. This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Leave my possessions alone, rodents, and I will offer you a quick death. Persist, and I will watch your long, painful demise with glee.
They doing neutral fire.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
What is this? More rats come to spoil our supply store.
Co přikazuješ?
Saddle up, my knights.
Do zbraně. Ano, pane.
I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor.
Ano.
Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous enemies.
Jak žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Vašim službám. Ano, rozumím.
Bravo, Janžiška, bravo!
Žádáš. Co přikazuješ?
Take
Rozumím.
this gold
Ano, pane.
and hire some
Jak
mercenaries
žádáš.
with it.
This settlement will provide us with
Ano,
meager
pane.
supplies.
Rozumím.
But if we
Jak
are in a
žádáš.
pinch, we
Rozumím.
can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Bojujme.
Look at these snakes.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out like the vermin that you are. So, pack of weasels assails my castle walls. Guards, bring any survivors to my dungeons. Soon the cell will ring with the sweet sound of anguish.
Your demented sadism is at an end, Henrik. I am here to dispatch you to the fires of hell.
But the issue is the spawn rate for me. Alright, I'm sick of this. Let's speed this up. Alright.
Ano.
Which is it's getting to a point in time where I need to take a break because I'm getting sick of the like missions, pacing and stuff. That's kind of cool though. Definitely detail the horses trading.
You think me doomed, you rat? But I left the castle long ago.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant. Now gird your armies with this equipment as well. I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor. Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous enemies.
It is strangely gratifying to destroy the livelihoods of those who have extinguished your own. Yet, life on the road as a hired sword is perilous. When you walk the edge of a knife, any error may prove fatal. While I was busy razing the Rosenberg fortress to a smoldering ruin, Heinrich's forces captured a mercenary band led by my own brother. For refusing to give us up, he was cruelly slain along with his men. I came too late to rescue him, and my rash decision left me chained in a cell, awaiting my grim fate. I can only pray to God that I might prove as steadfast and unyielding in the face of torment and death as my brother was.
Barbara survives. Alright. This is it for now. So I feel like playing through this again, which won't be anytime soon.